Death, destruction, decay. Death is inevitable. But from this death comes new life.
We may end up bringing this fight to our own doorstep.
Hey guys, FearTWD Abbott here, and welcome to a Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 review. This is kind of going to be like a substitute to the episode that I did on episode 7 for the Fear Takeover of 2021. Since I was just kind of overdoing those videos, I just kind of rushed through it, and I was like, yeah, I like this. And I did say in that video that I was going to do another video on it, so here it is. We're going to actually talk about it in depth like those other videos. I mean, it's going to be the same length as those, probably like 8 or 9 minutes. But yeah, right after we get done with this one, moving right on into episode 8. Should be entertaining. Yeah, alright. So this episode's called Damage from the Inside, if you haven't seen it by now. I mean, there's some serious spoilers ahead. But yeah. So this is a Alicia episode, which I love because Alicia is the best character on the show. Next to like Morgan and John Dory, Strand, of course. But yeah, Alicia is #1 for me, absolutely. So to see an episode where her and Charlie meet up with this like very creepy like taxidermist guy, that was cool. So the plot is Dakota is kind of, taken in by this taxidermist guy. He's kind of crazy because he lost his wife and kid, and his father was a taxidermist, and he wanted to like continue his legacy, so he like puts horns and just does different things to the walkers, which is very strange. Strand enlists Alicia and Charlie to track down Dakota to get back to Virginia, because if not, Virginia will be very pissed at all of them and kill some of them, possibly. And Strand, he keeps talking about the leverage that they can use against Virginia. Alicia's not really buying it that much. Charlie's kind of wondering why they are helping Strand, because they didn't really do anything for them while they were out there. But Strand, he's in a very difficult place this episode, because I can tell that there is a bit of him that wants to kind of fight back against Virginia, but he has to like kind of keep that down, because I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but I'm 99.9% sure he is putting on a front against her. If not, I'll be very surprised. But Virginia is very pissed. She wants to find her sister. Alicia makes a deal with Virginia that if she returns Dakota to her, that Alicia and Charlie are free to go. And Virginia won't track them down or anything like that. So Virginia takes the deal because Alicia wants to take Charlie back to the stadium to try and build that place up. Little do they know, later on in the episode, they're actually going to meet up with Morgan, which I loved, that reunion between Morgan and Alicia. Perfect. Dakota is, kind of conflicted because she definitely doesn't want to go back to Virginia. She really hates Virginia. And if you've seen episode 8, yeah, Dakota, Jesus Christ. I really wasn't expecting her to kind of have some story in this one, but they do give her a little bit of development where it's revealed that Virginia killed her parents, and she's, very comfortable living with this taxidermist guy. She doesn't want to leave, but of course walkers come, and the dude's crazy. He won't let them out. He plays like music, so then all the walkers come back, all of his creations, he calls them. But Alicia, fights him, and then she pushes him back onto like an antler. Yeah, these antlers. He gets impaled with those, actually, which was entertaining, because Alicia kill. But yeah, she is kind of scarred from it. But They watch as he gets eaten. We get some Alicia badassery, killing the taxidermy zombies or walkers, sorry. And Morgan comes back, they reunite, which is an awesome scene. And then immediately after that, there is some tension because Morgan doesn't want to bring Dakota back because, if he brings Dakota back, there's a chance that Virginia will punish one of the Morgan's group members. Since Dakota is just being held by Morgan, and and then Alicia, Alicia thinks that Dakota should just come with them, and actually be with them rather than Morgan's plan of kind of keeping her but not accepting her into the community, using her as bait against Virginia, as basically. That's what Alicia says. So at first it seems like Alicia and Morgan are going to be at odds and they might not go with each other, but Morgan, he's like, Dakota's welcome. Because Alicia does not want to listen to Strand on this, because Strand's like, if by the end of the episode, Morgan, Alicia, and Strand do clash, and Strand's like, if you do this, you'll be undoing everything that I've been building. And looking back on that now, pretty much having rock solid knowledge that Strand is going to turn against Virginia, it's so hard because I love Alicia, but Strand is insanely right on this point where if Alicia does take in Dakota, that's opening up, the other members of the group, like Daniel, Luciana, Wes, June, and everyone else like that, to potential harm. Because, of course, Virginia won't be happy to see that her sister's just with Morgan, which is the person that she's actively trying to kill. And it's not like she's, it's not like she's in a losing battle. It's just she can't get a hold of Morgan. She doesn't know where he is, and John's missing because, of course, he took off at the end of episode 6. So Virginia's in a tough place right now. That also the fact that she literally just lost an arm last episode. But yeah, she's really pissed. But yeah, I looking back on it now, and especially after episode 8, Alicia should have listened to Strand. That's all I'll say about that. What else? Oh, yes, by the end, Strand goes back, of course, to Lawton, empty-handed. Virginia is very pissed off about that, because she's like, where's Dakota? And then Strand's like, she's with Morgan. Alicia and Charlie are too. Virginia like pulls him close. She's like, which side are you on? And Strand answers, yours. That's just, I feel like that's a Strand move, he's pulling the long con. We've seen this before with Eugene from The Walking Dead. But Virginia takes Strand to this secret location she has kind of barred off, and it's Grace, and Grace is quite pregnant. She's definitely going to be due, but at least by the end of this season, I would imagine, or if they do a time skip, maybe the beginning of season 7, she'll have had her baby, if she survives that long, which I'm pretty sure she will, because Grace, hasn't had that much going on this season. I doubt that she'll die like that, unless they want to really send Morgan off the deep end, which I don't think they'll do that, because after episode 8, Morgan, trying to beat around the bush here so I don't spoil episode 8. Just after episode 8, Morgan's going to be in a very different mindset, more than he did before, than he was. But, yeah, really awesome Alicia episode. I like the little reunion, like I said, because, Morgan and Alicia, it's just two very unlikely characters you would think would, bond together and, be really good partners and stuff. Yeah, that's it for this review. I know it's a little bit weird reviewing episode 7, since episode 7 was like a year ago at this point now, nearly. But nonetheless, thanks so much for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and goodbye.